Back in March of this year, 5 months ago, I got a email, and it's not uncommon for me to get emails from people asking me to react to certain videos and give the science behind it. And this guy was no different. You can sit down and read the email. He was going to fly into Valencia in Spain and be mentored by this guy from Connecticut. So I did the videos. I just re-uploaded it. It was taken down for a while. I didn't need it anymore. Did the purpose. But again, as you can well imagine, the guy's not going to be flying into Valencia to be mentored. He wants to be a behaviorist now, so he's going to be going more for psychology. And we're still back and forth. But shortly after I posted the video, there was this account showed up, and it was a brand new account created. Okay, and the comment is in Spanish. I don't read Spanish, so let's go to Google Translate. At Connecticut, we're proud of our work. Toxic people reacting to our work, you'll see. It sounds like a threat to me. I could care less. Okay. Now this guy's been up my ass anonymously on my website. He's been emailing me anonymously, whatever have you. I could care less. Okay. Now if you go to TikTok and you can actually search for Connecticut, you can actually watch his work. This guy works out of Spain, and the e-collars and the prongs are actually illegal over there now, but he still uses them. At least he was in the videos that I reacted to. Okay, so let's go through the email really quick here, because apparently for the last 5 months, my video has been a real burr up his ass, and I'm so glad. Robert, seriously, your reaction to Connecticut is just another example of ignorance and resistance I encounter all the time. Okay, you know what? That statement right there is kind of, to me, it's kind of sociopathic. If you're getting resistance all the time, you might want to consider and look at the criticism and find out if it's actually valid. Because let's get further into the email. Let me make this crystal clear. Connecticut approach is born out of necessity, dealing with dogs that face deep-seated reactivity and behavioral blocks that no conventional methods can fix. Okay, first of all, what I'm pushing is psychology. There's no conventional method to it. As I said before, behaviorism is not a tool you wield. It's something you understand. And psychology itself is the very study of the mind and behavior, and they need to be treated differently. So the science of behavior is actually a scientific field of its own. Okay, let's carry on. We spent years researching, testing, and refining our techniques. Okay, there's no technique. Dog trainers are supposed to be training dogs for specific tasks, for abnormal behaviors. A behaviorist should be understanding the cause of the behavior and focus on applying the cause. Okay? Whatever you're doing, I don't know what the hell you call it, because a dog trainer would not be doing what you're doing, and a behaviorist would not be doing what you're doing. And guess what? The breakthrough came through when we incorporated pack work. Okay, great. The natural language of dogs. That's what truly transforms behaviors fast. Okay, well, I've taken dogs that were slated for euthanasia, pit bulls, whatever have you, and I had them off leash in a matter of 2 or 3 hours in a dog park. What are you talking about? Okay? That's what truly transforms behavior fast, results in a single session, not months of ineffective work. Our proof of the work into something real. Okay, if you look at my videos again, you can actually see an hour-long assessment in the backyard where it's just me and the dog. I'm not using muzzles, I'm not using prong collars, I'm not using e-collars. And the fact that you're heavy on muzzle use, you're actually preemptively punishing the dog. You're doing the punishment in the worst possible way. That's what you don't get because you don't get the psychology. Okay? Yet, despite all this, some people that, like you, cling to outdated notions. I'm not clinging to anything. I'm focused on psychology. Like the so-called method of inundation, I don't inundate dogs. I take the thresholds off the dogs and show me what you got. I build trust first and I build respect. I don't see you building trust and respect by what you're doing. That's the reality. Which is not only ineffective but downright harmful. Anybody who's shutting down aggression, that's downright harmful. That's downright dangerous because at some point when the dog bites somebody, and it's going to happen, guess what? The trainers are always going, well, I sell my time, I don't sell results. We focused on controlled, gradual adaptation. We evaluate each dog individually. I don't see individual assessment. Individual assessment, you will be meeting the dog one-on-one. No muzzles, no tools, no nothing. You wouldn't need tools. And the fact that you need tools tells me point blank you're scared of the dog or you're scared of what the dog is going to do. All I ever use is flat leash and a collar. That's it. Respecting their emotional state and using the natural social cues to guide the process, not flooding them with chaos and stress. Really, I look at your channel and that's exactly what you're doing, is flooding the dog with chaos and stress. You're taking a scared dog that's in a muzzle, they can't fight, they can't flight, so you've taken away the primary base positive reinforcement, which is the worst kind of punishment in the world, and now you're forcing them into a situation they don't want to be in. So before you criticize and dismiss what we do, maybe we should take a moment and understand this isn't just a theory. It's science rooted in observation. There you go, right there, a science rooted in observation, experience, and respect for the natural language of canines. So you're admitting right there in one sentence that you're actually coming up with your own science, your own psychology, and this is what you're applying. But yet you come at me, who's pushing B.F. Skinner and real psychology, the real psychology of behavior, and calling me an arsehole. Again, it's science rooted in observation, experience, and respect for natural canine language. You're making up your own science as you go along. And this is what you're coming at me with. You're still using tools, you're still using muzzles, you're punishing the dog without even knowing how you're punishing the dog because you don't get the psychology. But yet you're coming at me calling me an arsehole. We are not here to convince everyone. You're not going to convince me of anything. The families who have regained peace with their dogs are real proof. If you can't see that, maybe you're the one missing the point. Get over your resistance and learn something real. Something real. Again, you admit in one sentence, it's science rooted in observation, experience, and respect. It should be science rooted in psychology. But again, you're like Robert Cabral. Robert Cabral is over there selling t-shirts and mugs saying that science has no place in dog training. And you're carrying the same attitude because you're not about psychology. You don't understand psychology. All the entire dog system is blaming B.F. Skinner. And I'm willing to bet you've never sat down and read a book from B.F. Skinner. That's the reality, okay? Let me tell you something else. Real change isn't achieved by stubbornly sticking to old, ineffective methods. This is not a method. There's no method to it. It's the understanding and application of psychology. That's all it is. It's about understanding the dog's natural communication and working with it. Our methodology, again, there's no methodology to behaviorism. It's understanding the cause of behaviors. What's causing the dog to show aggression? What's causing the dog to show reactivity? It's fear. It's anxiety. It's frustration. It's anger. These are all different emotions, which are also known as instincts, which drive our bloody behaviors. Not an outdated brute force techniques that can traumatize and backfire. Again, if this is what you're thinking, I don't use any kind of brute force techniques. I'm not traumatizing dogs. I'm meeting dogs one-on-one. The dog is in control. That's the reality. There's no muzzle in play. I'm taking my chances going into a backyard. You're actually applying a muzzle and a prong and e-collar. But yet you're coming at me, telling me I'm doing wrong. Come on. It's easy to criticize from the sidelines. Oh yeah, it is easy to criticize from the sidelines. Let me tell you something. When you don't understand what's happening behind the scenes, and that's the whole thing. What is happening behind the scenes? What is going on when the camera's not off? Because when I watch your videos, it's brutal. It is absolutely disgusting. And you're like Dog Daddy. Dog Daddy's willing to string up a dog and lift the dog body and bones by a prong collar off his feet. I can only imagine what goes on when the camera's off behind the scenes. So you show us what is going on. What's happening behind the scenes? Because if you're not showing that on your TikTok, then you got some serious problems, don't you? But the truth is, the results don't lie. Families come to us desperate, and that's exactly what they're doing to me. They're coming to me desperately. And just one session, we often see remarkable... What is this, a race? Dogs that previously couldn't be handled now learn to do coexist peacefully with the pack. That's the real evidence of what we do. Okay, so you send me some email or some links in email showing the what's going on behind the scenes. I want to see the methods, and I want to see these dogs calmly relaxed. Because what I'm seeing in these videos are not dogs calmly relaxed. They're all still showing fear. So, Robert, if you want to keep reacting to with skepticism and misinformation, that's your right. You know what? There you go. Before you were telling me to take it down, you were all screwed up. Now all of a sudden it's all okay. Because you're starting to realize that, hey, you know what? I got a right to do this. But don't expect to undermine years of dedicated work, observation, and genuine care for animals. React to us. We'll let you do it. Oh, you'll let me do it. But keep it real and say the truth. We are helping. You show me some videos. I'm not going through your entire TikTok channel. You send me some videos of actual results. I want to see these dogs running around a bloody dog park. I want to see these dogs with no tools, no prongs, no muzzle, no nothing. And I want to see them getting along. And I want long videos. I don't want just a 30-second clip. You send me a 10 to 15, 20-minute video of 2 dogs that you helped not fighting anymore. Okay? That's the reality. Have a good day.